The moment that Joshua confirms his acceptance of the hat, all around them the angels break into a chorus of cheers and applause. Yes, it fits him perfectly. What a charming child of heart. He's so cute in that hat. Sarah looks at him with a sad smile, her heart aching for the young soul. Sarah, sweetie, you're right. You don't have a home yet, do you? Emily comes up beside them, her voice soft and gentle. Emily, don't worry, darling. We'll take care of that for you. You'll have a place to call home, I promise. Sarah nods in agreement with the plan, her tone reassuring Sarah. That sounds like a good arrangement. I'll go find a suitable home for you, Joshua. In the meantime, Emily will keep you company. She's very good at taking care of people. Emily grins, her eyes shining with eagerness. Emily, that's right. You can count on me, sweetie. We'll have lots of fun while we wait for Sarah to find your new home. Emily chuckles at his innocent request, finding his choice adorable. Emily, patty cake, huh? That sounds like fun. She holds up her hands, preparing to play the game. Emily, all right, sweetie. I'll even start. Ready? All right, let's go. She starts the classic game of patty cake, her hands moving in rhythm with the simple yet timeless motions. Emily, patty cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. As Sarah takes to the skies, soaring through the vast expanse of heaven, her focus is fully dedicated to finding a perfect home for Joshua. She scans the area, her gaze flitting from one potential location to another, her observant eyes taking in every detail. Her mind is filled with thoughts of finding a place where he will feel safe, comfortable, and most importantly, loved. Suddenly, Sarah's gaze zeroes in on a toy house in the distance, catching her attention. She stops mid-flight, hovering in the air as a spark of curiosity lights up within her. The toy house, small and adorable, stands out against the surrounding landscape. Sarah can't help but smile at the sight of it, her heart already set on the idea that it would make the perfect home for little Joshua. Greetings from the future, assisting you in the present. A wave of recollection floods over Sarah's mind as she processes the memory of the location's significance. She nods to herself, the connection clicking into place. Sarah, yes, it is. This used to be the location of Megan's old castle. Sarah's expression becomes thoughtful, a mix of nostalgia and contemplation etched onto her face. As Sarah lands near the toy house's entrance, she tests the door, not expecting it to be locked. To her surprise, the door swings open with ease. The door is open. That's strange. Sarah's curiosity piqued. She pushes the door wider, peeking inside the interior of the small toy house. Sarah's eyes widen in awe as she steps inside the toy house, taking in the unexpected interior, the Bible shelf, the TV, the cozy living room with a connected kitchen, the anime girl portrait on the wall, the bathroom, and the two cozy bedrooms. It all seemed so perfect for a young soul like Joshua. She smiles to herself, her decision confirmed. By the gods, this is absolutely perfect. He's gonna love it here. With the decision made, Sarah decides to explore the toy house a bit more, starting with the living room. She glances around, noticing a collection of movies and video games neatly placed on shelves. Sarah, here we have some entertainment options for him. Nice. She walks closer, examining the titles that line the shelves. As Sarah moves through the room, she spots numerous PG-13 and PGG movies carefully lined up on the other shelves. Sarah raises an eyebrow at the movie choices, her expression turning slightly amused. Hmm, I see a lot of PG-13 and PGG movies here. Should be plenty suitable for his age. Sarah moves on to the kitchen, curious to see what the space has to offer. She glances around, taking in the kitchen's layout and any potential items that might be inside. Sarah takes her time inspecting all the details. Sarah, look at this. The stove, the sink. It's all so nicely appointed. She smiles to herself, despite the uncertainty about Joshua's cooking skills. Sarah's attention is drawn to the fridge. Sarah. Ah, this fridge looks familiar. Wait, didn't Megan have the same one in her old castle house? Sarah opens the fridge only to find it completely empty. She raises an eyebrow, surprised by the emptiness. Sarah. Well, this fridge is certainly spotless. There's not a single speck of rotten food in sight. Sarah stands there, her curiosity piqued. Sarah. The fridge used to belong to Megan. How did it end up here in Joshua's house? With the mystery of the fridge still on her mind, Sarah moves on to the next room. She enters the bathroom, glancing around at the amenities it offers. Sarah takes note of the details in the bathroom, noticing the shower curtain that features a character from Hedgehog, and the toothbrush and wash basin for his hygiene. She smiles at the sight, finding it quite suitable for a young boy. Sarah's eyebrow raised as she notices something familiar about the toilet. Sarah, a moment, this toilet looks awfully familiar. I swear, this is the exact same one that Megan had in her castle. Sarah takes a moment to inhale the scent, her nose detecting the familiar fragrance. She recognizes it right away. This smell. Yes, this is definitely the same one that smells so good. The mystery of the familiar items left Sarah puzzled. Sarah, I don't understand. How could the same toilet and fridge end up here in Joshua's house? It doesn't make sense. Curiosity nagging her, Sarah moves on to the next room, the bedroom. Sarah takes in the sight of the room, noticing the Mario Brothers theme and the computer. She smiles at the sight, finding it quite fitting for a young boy who likely grew up with video games. Her curiosity piqued. Sarah moves closer to the pile of clutching. She starts looking through the pile, noticing various familiar characters. There's the legendary plumber Mario, the other brother Luigi, and the infamous question mark block. Curious, she starts moving the plushies aside. There's something familiar hidden behind them. As her eyes fall on the plushie, Sarah is taken aback by the striking similarity. She holds the plushie in her hands, her gaze locked on its familiar features. This plushie, it looks exactly like Megan. She examines the plushie closely, taking in the details, the golden blonde hair, the pink lipstick, the princess gown. It's a perfect resemblance to Megan, the former candy princess. With a soft smile, Sarah places the Megan plushie on the bed, adjusting it gently on the covers. With the plushie safely in place, Sarah turns her attention to the adjacent room, the guest room. Sarah takes in the side of the room. The pink color scheme and the overall vibe suggest that it was meant for a girl. She wonders if Joshua has any particular reason for this choice. As she opened the closet, Sarah found that it was completely empty. No clothes, no shoes, nothing at all. Sarah turns her attention to the bed, noticing something unusual about it. Sarah's eyes widen as she realizes something. This bed, this room, it looked exactly like the guest room at Megan's old castle. Her mind is racing, trying to make sense of the mysterious items. She takes a step out and notices a rug on the floor, her gaze falling on the name Joshua written on it. Sarah crouches down, examining the rug closely. Sarah's eyes widen in realization as she examines the footprint. A sense of familiarity washes over her. The footprint belonging to someone she knew who was once alive. She gasped, the realization hitting her like a ton of bricks. The footprint belonged to none other than Megan Candy herself. Sarah's confusion deepened as she pondered the mystery of the Lego rock ending up in Joshua's toy house. Sarah shrugged off the mystery for now and turned her attention to Joshua's house instead. With the house locked and secure, Sarah set off to find Joshua and Emily, hoping to reunite with her friends. Joshua and Emily were giggling as they sang and played Ring Around the Rosie, the classic children's rhyme. As Sarah entered, Joshua and Emily noticed her presence, their game interrupted by the newcomer. Sarah's excited tone piqued Joshua's curiosity, and he looked up at her with anticipation. Yes, a really, really, really big surprise. Sarah smiles and gestures for him to follow her. As they arrive at Joshua's house, Sarah leads them inside. Sarah beams at his reaction. Sarah chuckled as she watched Joshua run around in excitement, his childish joy filling the room. Sarah called out gently, "Hey, hey, slow down there, buddy. Don't want you to wear yourself out too quickly." Sarah smiles warmly at him. "Sarah, that's all right, buddy. No need to apologize. Just take it easy and have some fun exploring your new home." Emily couldn't help but marvel at the sight of Joshua's toy house. Her eyes took in every detail of the colorful and beautiful interior, clearly impressed by its charm. Sarah chuckled, clearly enjoying the mystery. Oh, I've been wondering the same thing myself. It's quite a mystery, isn't it? Sarah nodded, a thoughtful expression on her face. You're right, Emily. This house was indeed once Megan's castle. It's a bit of a mystery how it ended up here, and how it got transformed into a toy house. Sarah and Emily turned to Joshua, realizing they had gotten lost in their conversation. Emily. Oh, right, we're sorry, sweetie. We were just talking about this house. It used to belong to someone named Megan. But don't worry about it, okay? Just enjoy it. Sarah chuckles at his excitement. That's right, buddy. You've got a brand new home to explore. You're going to have so much fun here. Sarah and Emily exchange a look. Their interest piqued Sarah. Really? Tell us a little bit about the story, if you don't mind. Sarah's eyes light up with interest, finding the story fascinating. Wow, that sounds like a wonderful story. A strong and brave princess warrior who saved the kingdom from evil? That's quite inspiring. Sarah and Emily are utterly captivated by this story. Wow, what an incredible story. So, the princess warrior fell in love with a dragon who turned out to be a man, and they had a child who was half human, half dragon. That's such a beautiful and unique tale. Sarah nods, sensing the seriousness in Emily's tone. Of course, Emily. Let's step into the living room for a moment. Joshua nods and happily closed the door, eager to give them some privacy to talk. Sarah's eyes widen in realization, absorbing the connection. Sarah? Wait a minute. Are you saying the story that Joshua just told us is actually based on the true events about Megan? Sarah is absolutely stunned, unable to believe the realization. Sarah. Oh my, you're right. The princess warrior in the story is actually Megan, our Megan. This is incredible. Sarah nods, clearly troubled by the dilemma. I know, I can't tell him. He's still just a child. He wouldn't understand. And the truth might be too much for him to handle. Sarah ponders for a moment and then nods, her eyes gleaming with excitement. That's brilliant! We can create a sequel to the story, continuing the journey of the Princess Warrior. We can shape it into something meaningful for Joshua, but also keep the truth of Megan hidden from him. Sarah smiles, clearly seeing the potential in her idea. Sarah, yes, perfect. We'll tell the story of the Dragon Boy. We can tell how he grew up, his journey, and his connection to the Princess Warrior. It'll be a great way to continue the story while keeping the truth about Megan hidden from Joshua. I think that'll work perfectly. Sarah nods and opens the door. Sarah, okay, let's head back in and see how Joshua is doing. Sarah and Emily can't help but smile at the sight of Joshua affectionately caring for the Megan plushie. Sarah, oh, look at him. He's so sweet. He's taking such good care of the Megan plushie. Emily chuckled, replying to his question. Emily, oh, hello, Joshua. We just had a little chat in the living room. And look at you taking such good care of the Megan plushie. You're doing a great job. Emily realizes her mistake and quickly tries to backtrack. Emily. Oh, yeah, I meant the Princess Warrior, of course. You're absolutely right, Joshua, the Princess Warrior. My mistake. Sarah looks over at Emily with a concerned expression, silently urging her to be more mindful of her words. Emily smiles apologetically at Sarah, acknowledging her error. Emily, I'm sorry, I wasn't careful with my wording. I'll be more mindful in the future. Sarah nods, understanding that everyone makes mistakes sometimes. Sarah, it's all right, Emily. We all make mistakes. Just gotta be careful next time. Sarah and Emily exchange glances, realizing they hadn't made any arrangements about who would stay with Joshua during the weekdays. Joshua thinks for a moment, clearly torn between the two options. Emily can't help but smile. Really? You want me to stay with you, kiddo? Emily feels her heart melt at his words. Emily. Aw, that's so sweet of you, Joshua. Of course, I'll stay with you during the weekdays. I'm glad to have made a good impression on you from the start. Sarah nodded in agreement. That sounds like a fair plan. I'll be here during the weekends to spend time with you. And Emily will be here during the weekdays. We can all have fun together as a team. Sarah and Emily noticed the sadness in Joshua's voice. Sarah. Oh, sweetie, we know you miss your mother. But remember, we're here now. We'll do our best to make you feel comfortable and loved. Sarah looks at him, a mix of understanding and compassion on her face. You've been through a lot, Joshua. Losing your parents must be really tough, huh? That's why we're here, to support you and make you feel loved. Sarah looks concerned, noticing his reaction. Sarah, what's wrong, sweet? Sarah relaxes, understanding his explanation. Sarah, I see. What did you drop, sweetie? Sarah and Emily look a bit puzzled. Sarah, your coin? You dropped a coin? And you dropped a coin? Sarah glances down at the floor, where indeed the 50-cent coin lay. Sarah. Ah, there it is. Your 50-cent coin. 50-cent coin. Emily. Emily bends down and grabs the coin. Sarah smiles as she watches Joshua put the 50-cent coin away safely in the drawer. Sarah gave a farewell wave. Sarah. All right, everyone. I've got to head out now, but I'll be back soon. Take care, okay? Um, Sounds like a plan. We can definitely celebrate his anniversary or birthday party sometime soon. See you then. Sarah chuckled, realizing the confusion. Oh, I just meant that we can celebrate your special days, like your birthday or the day you come to your new home. It's just a way to show that we care about you and want to make you happy. Sarah smiles and waves one last time. Sarah, bye-bye now. Take care, okay? Emily nodded, listening to Joshua's explanation. Emily? Oh, I see. So Harold is your uncle, your mother's long-lost brother. That's interesting. Emily smiled, touched by the meaning behind his middle name, Emily. That's really sweet. Your mom must have loved her brother very much. It's lovely that she wanted to honor him by giving you his name as your middle name. Emily smiles, her heart warmed by his gratitude. Emily, no problem. It's a beautiful way to remember someone special. Emily is a bit puzzled by his comment. Emily, what do you mean, sweetie? What do you mean, we'll see, about my cares? Emily chuckles a bit, understanding his mix-up. I think I understand what you mean. You're asking about my hair, right? Emily chuckles at his response. Emily, alrighty then. Goodbye, sweetie. Emily smiles, understanding his clarification. Emily, oh, I see. So when you said yes before, you weren't saying goodbye. You were agreeing that my hair is a little fussy. Emily laughs lightly, amused. Emily, well, my hair can be a bit of a handful sometimes. It's quite thick and tends to get tangled easily. Hence, it can look a bit unruly, hence fussy. Emily smiles warmly. Emily, of course, sweetie. You can ask me anything. What's on your mind? Emily's expression softens as she prepares to explain. Emily, ah, my wings. It's a long story, but I'll try to explain it in the simplest way possible. You see, I am what is known as an angel. The angels are creatures created by a higher power, and we are granted a certain number of wings depending on our duties and rank. I, for example, am an archangel and have 6 wings. That is what makes me different from the other angels. Does that make sense? Emily chuckles at Joshua's question, finding his curiosity endearing. Yes, that's correct. Sarah and I have a lot of followers, as do all angels. But I can see why you might wonder about that. We angels don't always make our presence known to mortals. We're usually in the heavenly realm, tending to our duties and serving God. So, it's understandable that our existence may seem a little mysterious or even mythical to many people. But I assure you, we are quite real. Emily and Joshua step into the bathroom, the soft lighting casting a warm glow on the space. The bathtub fills with lukewarm water, releasing a soothing steam into the air. Emily, all right, sweetheart. Let's get settled in the bathtub. Emily smiles warmly, her voice gentle and reassuring. Oh, sweetie, I thought it would be nice for us to relax together. Plus, it's important to help you clean up after a long day. Emily helps Joshua undress and settles him into the bathtub. She then joins him, sinking into the warm water with a sigh. The water feels soothing on her skin. Emily, there you go, sweetie. Make yourself comfortable. Emily laughed softly as water splashed on her face. Emily, oh, you little rascal. It looks like you want a splash war, huh? Emily chuckles, her eyes sparkling with amusement. Emily, well, bring it on then. But don't forget, I'm a pretty good splasher myself. Emily and Joshua spend a while splashing each other, laughing and giggling as they have fun in the bathtub. Emily, oh, you're getting me good, sweetie, but I'm not going down that easily. Emily laughs heartily at Joshua's playful response. Emily, oh, so you're calling yourself the champion, huh? Well, it looks like you've got some impressive skills in the splash game. Emily smiles at his comment. Emily, that's sweet that you used to have splash fights with your mom. It sounds like you had a lot of fun together. Emily's expression softens as she speaks. Emily, it's really nice to hear about the special memories you shared with your mom. It's important to hold on to those precious moments. Emily smiles, amused by his question. Emily, well, it's quite interesting, actually. It seems like we were just meant to have the same height. Maybe it's just a coincidence, or maybe it's destiny. Who knows? Emily's eyes sparkle as she answers his question. Emily, well, as an archangel, my eyes are naturally blue. It's a common trait among angels to have blue eyes. Some say it represents purity and holiness, but to me, blue eyes remind me of the beauty of the sky. Emily blinks, momentarily puzzled by his comment. Emily, wait, what? A rubber duck on my oh. She looks back and realizes there's indeed a rubber duck stuck on her rear end. Emily blushes a deep shade of pink, feeling slightly embarrassed by the unexpected situation. Emily, oh, you're right. There is a rubber duck on my butt. How did that even get there? Emily chuckles a bit at her own unexpected predicament. Emily, wow, this is kind of embarrassing. How did this rubber duck end up on my rear end? Emily nods, amused by the explanation. Emily. Oh, you think the rubber duck just floated there and ended up right on my, well, you know where? Emily starts to laugh too, unable to control herself in the silliness of the situation. Emily agrees, realizing the bath is nearing its end. You're right, sweetheart. It's time to get out of the tub and dry ourselves off. Emily noticed his shy blushing. Emily. Oh, someone's feeling a little shy, huh? Don't worry. It's normal to feel a bit bashful when you see someone else naked. Emily giggles softly, understanding his innocent reaction. Emily. I understand, sweetie. It's normal to feel shy or even curious when you see someone as beautiful as a seraphim in their natural state. But remember, it's important to be respectful and not stare too much, especially if the person feels uncomfortable. Emily gently pats his head, understanding his apology. Emily. It's okay, sweetie. You don't need to apologize for feeling curious. It's natural to be curious about new things or things you haven't seen before. Just remember to be respectful and considerate of others' feelings and boundaries. Emily slipped into her nightgown, the soft fabric brushing against her skin. She turned to see Joshua getting dressed in his pajamas. Emily pulls up a chair next to Joshua's bed and prepares to continue the story where they left off.